Late adopter. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? There is no resistance between 184 and 2.3. Look at this candle yesterday. Look at this candle. It went from 182 almost to 2.14. How many percent is that? I haven't checked out. 16% yesterday did. Why? Because there's no resistance. There's nothing. There's nothing in between here. And if you've been following this channel for the past 3-4 days, that's why you subscribe. Like the target 2.3 is realistic. Why? Because we broke it to the upside. There is nothing here. So, you know, there's nothing to stop it. So it just goes right up. So right now, Cardano looking very, very nicely, but it's coming to a very dangerous point in time. And I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen, or what I think is going to happen. Now, the move to the upside is nice. Everybody likes this, but you know, is it really sustainable? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 week it did 50% in 1 week. So nice, people like it. You know, people gain some money. You know, all good, all nice. But what's happening now? So this 2.3 target still stands. I think we can still reach that. I think even we can make even higher high. I think we can even make that. And I'm going to explain to you why that I think that's going to happen. And then the danger signal, the big kahuna, the big thing that can actually push this right down back again. I'm gonna, just so you know, just so you're aware of the fact that there is possibility for this to actually go down eventually. Not right now, but eventually. So I don't think this is gonna happen today. I don't think it's gonna happen tomorrow. It might happen today, tomorrow. I don't think it's gonna happen. But I'm gonna explain to you what I think. So really nice move to the upside. Everybody's super bullish. Everybody FOMO in Cardano right now. Everybody wants to know what's happening, man. How high are we gonna go? Well, I'm thinking 2.3. I'm thinking even higher. I'm gonna explain to you right now why I think it's gonna high. Before we get to that, these moving averages down here, you can see here we are extended. This is called extension. We're also gonna look at some extensions down here on this indicator, TLI of X indicator. We're gonna look at that we are at some really high levels right now, and you can also see that right now 89 level on the daily RSI, so some kind of overbought levels we are definitely. Let's see the 4-hourly time frame. You can see here that we are just bouncing right up, and right now we are creating on the 4-hour, even on the 4-hour we are creating what's called divergence. So we're creating something called RSI divergence. And it goes something like this. So you see price is booming to the upside while the RSI is not. Okay, so the price is booming to the upside while the RSI is not. This is called divergence, and that means, you know, eventually you're gonna have some kind of pullback, right? Whether this is a good enough pullback, I don't know. It went up here and then it continues going up and continues going up. So the divergence are a little bit tricky to figure out, but this to me looks like some kind of divergence, some kind of pullback should be happening soon. Also, we are extending a little bit from the 10 moving average up here on the 4-hourly, short-term 4-hourly. You should never buy away from the moving average, especially this on the low time frame, 4-hourly time frame. Never buy anything, something up here that's not sitting on the moving average. Down here on the 10-20 moving average, those are the buys. Those are the buys. This is not a buy. You gotta understand that. Okay. That said, you want to know if we can reach the 2.3 target. Yeah, I think we can reach 2.3. Can we go above 2.3? Yeah, I think we can go above 2.3. And I think I'm going to tell you also why I think we're going to close above 2.3. But there is divergence on the small time frame. We are extending a little bit on the moving averages, just so you know. Let's go to the daily time frame. On daily time frame, there is no divergence. Let's talk first about extension, why I think the extension is coming before we come to the big thing. For that we need this indicator down here. This is called OVX indicator. It's just measuring the overextensions from away from the moving averages. It's my indicator. I program it myself. Pretty nice. You can see it measures different moving averages. You know, you can pick which moving averages you want to pick, but we are gonna check the 10 moving averages. So what we're gonna see here is that from the top up here, where we are right now, these levels do not happen often. This is the history of Cardano, and these levels, beside this first pump up here in 2017, happened only two times before. Down up here, and second time up here a second time up here, not even here on the top, up here. So two times. So you can see that when this divergence happen, it does not mean you are going down. It does not mean you're gonna crash down to zero or something like that. That's not what it means. Overextensions, like over here, it just means that you're overextended and you're gonna have a pullback. Overextensions means pullback, okay? Pullback, that's what overextensions are meaning. Pullback, right? And right now, you can see these big overextensions that we just had. When you escape certain moving averages, you have some kind of pullback. And that's what we are expecting right now, because right now we are going into that territory. Right now, we are going into that territory of the pullbacks. And right now, as you can see here, what happens when you have the pullback? What happens when you have the pullback? I don't know if it's going to come here or if it's going to go a little bit more up or something like that. I think it might actually go a little bit up and then achieve these kind of overextensions. It might go a little bit up, and I'm going to explain why I think it might actually go a little bit more up. But when that happens, what happens then? It either goes sideways or go down to hit the moving averages. That's the point. It wants to hit back to the moving averages, and that's why I think you know, eventually some kind of a move to the downside will come, because right now we're getting into the overextended territory, which is very, very dangerous. That said, let's go and see the big thing. What's the big thing that I'm talking about? And that comes on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we're gonna see that here on the RSI. That we are having what's called RSI divergence on the weekly time frame, which is a pretty big thing. I'm gonna remove some moving averages up here just for the sake. I'm gonna remove everything just for the sake so you can see this a lot better. So what happened here between this stop and this stop is that price continued moving up, but this indicator down here, the RSI, did not. It went actually down. That's what we call RSI divergence. And when these things happen, you know, you have some kind of pullback, especially on the weekly time frame, because on the weekly time frame these pullbacks can last for weeks, for months. Here it will last a very long time. Now what's happening right now is that we are not having the price is still not going up, it's going down. You can see here that from this top down here to this top is actually still going down, and RSI is also going down. So right now all is good. But the reason I'm saying that we can go above 2.3 line, the reason I'm saying that we can go above up here and close up here, is if you do that, we will have price that's going up, and the RSI, because I do not think that RSI going from 2.2 to 2.7 or something like that can reach the level on the RSI level at something like 85 in those $0.3. So I think this is still gonna go down. RSI is still gonna go down while the price is going up, and that's gonna be RSI divergence. So we are right now technically gonna have double RSI divergence up here. 1, 2, 1, 2 RSI divergence if this price goes all the way up here. So that's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm saying that we can actually get a higher high. We don't have to get it. We can just stop here below it, get some kind of lower high, and continue going down, whatever. Or we can continue going up. It really doesn't matter. We are not really interested in what's going to happen in the long term. We are just looking short term, what's going to happen today, tomorrow, and so forth, so forth. And right now, this week is ending in 2 days. There's Saturday, Sunday, 2 weeks. In the next 2 days, that's why I'm saying the next 2 days we can really nicely continue going towards the upside. You can see here on the daily time frame that we are going towards the target that we drew, 2.3. The 2.3 is the target. Whether it's gonna hit the target or not, whether it's gonna or above the target, get everybody to FOMO in, and then, you know, get the correction that I just explained to be. That depends how that's gonna play out. But overall, right now it's a very, very risky thing to get into the trade, because this can anytime turn down. It can turn down now, it can turn down later, it can turn down next week. We don't know, but it will turn down and have some kind of pullback. I'm not saying we're gonna go below the lows, that's not yet in the books, but this move to the upside is pretty legit. It's really good, it's really bullish. Unfortunately, price doesn't go up, you know, to 100,000 in one move. It goes zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. So right now we need that zigzag. Right now we are waiting for the zag, because we have had a big move to the upside. So I'm looking in 2.3, above it, below it. It really doesn't matter. It's a little bit hard to distinguish where this will hit. But I'm thinking 2.3 might be hit. If you don't hit 2.3, this is gonna be a bearish close on the weekly. This is gonna be a bearish close on the week. But overall, looking bullish, looking nice. Some kind of pullback is needed because we are extended from the moving averages, of course. Unfortunately, you know, that's what happens when you pump a lot. That's happen when you pump a lot, you know. But there will come good days, you know, and when those good days comes, you're gonna be back here on the channel watching what's happening with Cardano, because we'll be following Cardano. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and so forth, so forth. Anyways, guys, thanks for everybody supporting me on Patreon. I like that a lot. See you around, guys. Bye bye.